Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could be sidelined at the Queen's funeral and forced to sit in the second row to pay their respects to the late monarch, it has been suggested. Australian royal writer Daniela Elser said it would be very painful for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex if they are lumped in with the other royal cousins like they were at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee service at St Paul's Cathedral. Ms Elser said the Queen's funeral could see the couple consigned to oh-so-humiliating second-row status again after they sat away from senior members at the service back in June. They were instead sandwiched between the Queen's niece Lady Sarah Chatto and Princess Eugenie's husband Jack Brooksbank. Writing for the NZ Herald, Ms Elser said, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were instead unceremoniously relegated to the wilderness of the second row, smack bang behind the Viscount. And that's why a good portion of the photos taken of the Sussexes at the event featured poor James. Meghan and Harry could be sidelined at the Queen's funeral, it has been suggested. Image, Getty. The couple were sandwiched between the Queen's niece Lady Sarah Chatto and Eugenie's husband. Image, Getty. So, with the Queen set to be laid to rest next week, are we about to see the Sussexes consigned to oh-so-humiliating second-row status? Will they be lumped in with the other royal cousins, quite literally put in their places? If the way the last few days are anything to go by, the Sussexes could be in for a very painful time indeed. Harry has been paying tribute to his beloved grandmother with his wife Meghan after the pair happened to be in the UK on a whistle-stop tour of Europe when news of the Queen's death came in. Prince Harry dashed to be by the monarch's side at her Scottish residence of Balmoral. Read more. King Harry and Queen Meghan accused of creating chaos. Harry and Meghan speak to royal fans in Windsor. Image, Getty. Charles releases first statement as King Charles III accedes the throne immediately after the death of his mother, having been the heir apparent since he was 3 years old. As he mourns the loss of the Queen, who he described as a cherished sovereign, read his first statement as king here. The Sussexes will now stay in the UK to attend the Queen's funeral on Monday. Prince Harry will later today unite with his brother Prince William and father King Charles III in grief to walk behind the Queen's coffin as she leaves Buckingham Palace for the final time ahead of her lying in state. There were emotional scenes on Tuesday evening when the late Queen was brought back to London by plane and taken to Buckingham Palace for the final time. As the hearse carrying the coffin began its journey from Northolt in northwest London, people stood silently by the road with some recording the historic moment on their camera phones. Don't miss King Charles III urged to honour Princess Anne and Sophie Wessex. Insight: Kate and Meghan will wear important accessory to Queen's funeral, revealed King Charles faces sensitive problem over Harry and Meghan. Info: Harry is mourning the loss of his beloved grandmother. Image, Getty. Prince Harry was among the Queen's grandchildren to pay his respects to the late monarch by witnessing her coffin's arrival at the palace. It comes after William and Harry put on a united front with their wives Kate and Meghan during a mammoth walkabout on Saturday in Windsor. On Monday, the Duke paid an emotional tribute to his late grandmother the Queen as he thanked her for her sound advice and infectious smile. Harry described her as a guiding compass through her commitment to service and duty. Queen's life in pictures. Image, Express. In a statement released on Monday, which is understood to have been held back a day out of respect for the anniversary of September 11, the Duke also said he wanted to honor his father at the start of his reign as king. Harry said, "In celebrating the life of my grandmother, Her Majesty the Queen, and in mourning her loss, we are all reminded of the guiding compass she was to so many in her commitment to service and duty. She was globally admired and respected. Her unwavering grace and dignity remained true throughout her life and now her everlasting legacy." Let us echo the words she spoke after the passing of her husband, Prince Philip, words which can bring comfort to all of us now. Life, of course, consists of final partings as well as first meetings. The Fab Four were reunited in grief, Image, Getty. He added, "Granny, while this final parting brings us great sadness, I am forever grateful for all of our first meetings, from my earliest childhood memories with you, to meeting you for the first time as my Commander-in-Chief, to the first moment you met my darling wife and hugged your beloved great-grandchildren. I cherish these times shared with you, and the many other special moments in between. You are already sorely missed, not just by us, but by the world over. And as it comes to first meetings, we now honor my father in his new role as King Charles III. Thank you for your commitment to service. Thank you for your sound advice. Thank you for your infectious smile. We, too, smile knowing that you and Grandpa are reunited now, and both together in peace."